Who's out there? Be gone, whoever you are. I sealed the door, and it shall remain sealed for as long as necessary. Questions? You think I'm foolish enough to let you in? No, this door will remain closed. I just need time to work this out, to smooth things over. Simple. Now leave me be. Who I keep counsel with is none of your concern. You're just like Varuni, so uptight, so naive. If you value your life, you'll leave this place now! you'll never find me. Plotting something, are we? Well, that rusty heap has been gathering dust for decades. You may as well just give up.
Proximity sensors engaged.
What? What have you done?
Combat sequence operational. Testing protocol. Engaging threat. Integrity compromised. Ceasing all functions.
What a shame. Things will give up.
Summon me again. I'm tired of this.
I yield. Just follow me outside, all right? I promise I will explain everything. I know how this looks, but you have to understand. Those shadow cultists meant to slit my throat. I had to leave. My life was in danger. Don't you see that? Fine. I made a bargain with Clavicus Vile. I know. Questionable. Just hear me out. All he wanted was a key. If I got it for him, he'd make me the ruler of Clockwork City. Unfortunately, someone stole the key before I could deliver it. Some daft talking crows. After that terrible business with the Shadow, I returned to my office to think. I arrived just in time to see one of those disgusting birds make off with the artifact. I panicked and ran here to hide. On my life, I did not. I wanted to heal the city, not destroy it. If I had known, I swear I never would have gone through with it. No, they serve that shadow creature, or someone worse. Clavicus Vile never told me why he wanted the key, but I think he means to give it to those cultists, Master. When they learned I lost the key, they grew furious and resolved to kill me. Why kill me when they can bend me to their will? I'm in Vile's debt now, don't you see? The Scoffin only protect me like dogs protect sheep, keeping me safe until shearing season, until the slaughter. Even so, I'd rather be a slave than a dead man. It's ornate, covered in Daedric runes. One of the factotums found it in the fundament and placed it in the salvage gallery for sorting. I snatched it up shortly thereafter. I thought it was safe in my office, but those slagging crows... Yes, daft talking crows. They plucked it right out of my bureau and flew off with it. Those Whispering Shadows cultists will never find it now. Yes, my methods were unconventional, I admit it. But you have to understand, I didn't do this for me. I did it for the city. Look around. Bloodthirsty fabricants, barren wastes, crumbling towers. This is all Sotha Seal's fault. He abandoned us. While he tinkers away in the Centralis, we scrape by, eating nutriment paste and hiding from killer machines. Is that fair? Should we thank him for that? My eyes are open. The people of Clockwork City deserve better. I thought so. Look, bartering with Clavicus Vile was unwise, I know. Offering Daedric artifacts to Dark Princes, it was a mistake. Even so, I can be a useful ally. I know our enemy better than anyone. You need me.
I'm not leaving until you take me to that portal.
There's no portal. There is no way home.
I'll get the truth out of you, one way or another.
Threats of bodily harm will be met with detainment. Please cease and desist.
Fetch this. I'll find that portal myself.
Still nothing on security coils? Where could he have gone?
But I am currently engaged
He clearly
in a
fled the
task.
fortress, into the jaws of a fabricant, I hope. Thank the gears you're back.
Finally. I've been pacing a hole in the floor since you left. An engine can only idle for so long, you know. Did Luciana find you? Did you find that Skeeverton Gascogne? Gascogne is dead? Well, he left us no choice, right? Good riddance, I suppose. I'll send some reclamation drones to collect his remains. Now, what's this about Clavicus Vial? The Clockwork City owes you a tremendous debt. Gascogne's death was necessary to safeguard the people. Now we just have to follow the clues he left behind. Please, take this, and my thanks. Obviously, we need to recover this mysterious key. I don't know where it is, or what it does, but if Daedric princes intend to mount an invasion over it, we can't afford to let it slip through our fingers. Gascogne insisted that Talking Crows stole the key from him, right? We should start with them. According to the constables, the birds started stealing things as soon as they arrived. I've never seen a crow before. Is that sort of thing unusual? Well, the fact that they arrived so soon after you revealed the shadow is suspicious. But they seem more interested in simple mischief than anything else. Ask around the Chancel of Transaction. Perhaps one of our constables can tell you more. The sermons never prepared us for something like this. Perhaps, when this is all over, Lord Set can write an addendum on what to do when Talking Crows and Daedric monsters come calling. It clearly possesses some great power. Keys exist to lock and unlock doors, right? I assume they want to unlock something. We don't often rely upon locks, but I guess it's possible. Maybe an apostle's chest, or some lower sections of the Incarnatorium? I really wouldn't know. What happens in the Cognitum Centralis remains a mystery to pretty much everyone. But don't worry. If Lord Set locked something away, no mere key could open it. I guess it's possible that... No, I'm certain.
Well done, slaying Gascogne. Sometimes justice requires a heart of brass. Varuni will learn that eventually, perhaps sooner than she'd like. Solid, for now. My apostles managed to pacify most of the city's residents, but now I'm receiving reports of chaos in the Machine District. There's an old Colovian proverb, crises always come in threes. I think we hit that about 12 crises ago.
I'm not leaving until you take me to that portal.
There's no portal. There is no way home.
I'll get the truth out of you, one way or another.
Threats of bodily harm will be met with detainment. Please cease and desist.
It's this. I'll find that portal myself.
All prices have been calculated with current market trends. as many...
Go on, get out of here.
We go where we please, wingless. Go away, or we peck out your eyes. Eyes? Ah, sweet
My functions permit me to assist all customers.
Ah, tender bits.
Vile beasts. Come to gawk at the birds? Just keep those heels spring-loaded, friend. The big one there nearly pecked an apostle's ear off. She said it was due for a replacement anyway, but even so, I'm sure it didn't tickle. Well, may Sothasil bless your attempt. Honestly, if you got them to stop bickering and babbling for even a moment, I'd probably slip a spring. Other than everywhere, the loudest gather around a tree just outside the basilica. I assume those are the ones you're after? Now listen, they'll demand some kind of ridiculous tribute, I guarantee it. Don't do anything stupid, all right? I pity the factotum that has to clean his holy likeness up there. I've never seen so many droppings in one place. What, like the birds? No. We did have a skeevaton infestation once. Someone left the fabricator running and it spewed out thousands and thousands of the things. The apostles deployed clockwork cats to catch them, but then we had too many cats. Exactly. By the time Sothasil caught wind of it, the fortress was packed full of wind-up bears and motorized tigers. Quite a scene. The clockwork god destroyed all of them, except the skeevatons. I like to think he has a sense of humor.
Intruder! Halt! Halt! Speak or be pecked! Stay back, or I'll... Wait! I know you. The Duke's tall, fat-legged vassal from Crowswood. Ka! Well, we're not in Crowswood anymore, Featherless. Go look for shinies somewhere else. Spy! No talking! I know a spy when I see one. The Exarchs of Dross may share meat with featherless giants, but not the Black Feather Court. In wartime, only spies approach without tribute. Every bird knows that. Tribute? Yes! Shinies for the Duke! We demand a treasure from our enemy! The metal man who shouts at us, Constable Drados. May his tail droop and his wings wither! Snatch up his silver treasure, and then we parley! Go! Perhaps he carries a treasure beneath his clinkety-clanking clothes. Or maybe he hides treasure away in the stone nest called cloisters. That is for you to find out, Featherless. Now go!
Accessing General Greeting Array. Hello, resident.
Look who's back. Just couldn't turn the key with those birds, eh? Don't be too hard on yourself. At least you've still got all your fingers. I told you they'd ask for something. A silver treasure. Oh, of course! They want my canteen. Those daffy birds sent you after a pewter canteen. Well, they can't have it. Sorry, mate, but I'm not about to give those scavengers anything. Fine, but this had better work. If these vermin are still filching our tools and tableware in a week's time, I'll know who to blame.
Do you have our shinies? Speak, spy! Such sparkle and shine! The shouting metal man gave you this treasure willingly? Why? Ah! He quails at the might of the court and wishes to surrender! Yes! Yes, we accept! A fitting prize, this canteen! Perhaps you are a worthy crow friend after all. Ask your questions. Ask! A key? Yes, the great prize. The shiniest lock poker. Our heroic knight of Marrow breached the gates and claimed it from the clumsy apostles and our exarch foes. The featherless ones squabble over its whereabouts, but they'll never find it. Never! No, only our Duke of Crows knows. You cannot speak to him, crow friend, not without an escort. Find the Knight of Marrow. He is our grandest champion, sleek and strong. Honor him with shinies and sweet meats, and he may help. By a great waterfall, south and east, swooning like a lovesick dove, no doubt. Even now he builds his lady love a glorious nest, but she is fickle and he is foolish. Go and talk to him. He needs adventure. If you see it, you will know. No silver glistens and gleams like the prize. The exarchs and the Shadow Women want it, but it's ours now. Ours! The Knight of Marrow claimed it for the court. Ask him. Enemy crows, the exarchs of Dross. They serve the Shadow Women and try to steal the great prize from us. But the Black Feather Court bows to no one. Our Duke will rend their queen of chaff to pieces, and we will feast on her entrails! Shrikes, weeping, featherless paleskins that swat and curse us! And their other servants also, black-robed cultists. May they eat sour meat and die! How did you learn how to talk? We crows are clever and wise. Wise! We bend our words into sentences just as you do. Except we're better at it because we're smarter than you. This? Do you come to challenge the Knight of Marrow? Have at thee, featherless foe. If you be foe, cast down your silly gauntlet. But I warn you, you touch this magnificent trove at your peril. I gathered these treasures for my lady love, and I would sooner die than let you take them. What say you, featherless? The Duke holds court in Blackfeather Castle. I could arrange a meeting, but can't you see? Heartache has clipped my wings. Lady Blightwing spurns me. My heroic exploits and shiny gifts only bore her. Mine is a tale of woe. Woe! You would do that? But how? I gathered a great hoard of glistening treasures and sweetmeats, and she only laughed. Laughed! Perhaps a different gift. You featherless ones sometimes woo with song and verse, yes? Teach me. Yes, a poem! A trinket unlike any other! The flightless oafs who live here in the fortress hid a great hoard of words in one of their stone houses. If you help me pluck the tenderest verses, I will take you to see the Duke. Follow me! The word vault is this way! This way!
leaving until you take me to that portal.
There's no portal.
Here we are. The worm vault lies behind that door. I shall perch here and await your swift return.
By the word of Set, I am bound. Welcome to the Archivox, resident. How may I assist you? Just a moment. Category not found. Your request, love poem, does not appear in our organizational schema. I regret that I was not able to help you today. Please report this deficiency to the archivist in residence.
Dreaming. Discarded flowers. Empty cylinder.
Thank you for your patience. This unit has generated an original composition based on your inquiry.
Love poem.
Please claim your word form at spool 17. Poem. A collection of thematically appropriate statements and metaphors arranged in stanzaic sequence, including title and required punctuation. Yes, this unit has composed a poem. I hope it meets your specifications. May Set bless your labors.
You need something? I'm sort of in the middle of this theorem, and... yep, lost it again. Damn. Well, you got my attention now. What do you want? Love poem? By the gears, why do you want one of those? I don't stray far from the mathematics spools nowadays, but I used to love the Ballad of Brisbane, the Battle Axe. Might not be the sweetest verse, but it'll get your blood pumping. Spool 6.
Welcome to the Archivox, where all children of Sotha Seal may hear his divine word. What can I help you with? A love poem? Oh, where to begin? I have so many favorites. Perhaps the Song of the Axle. Or are you looking for something more conventional? Ode to Brass Lily might please you. It's over on spool 19.
My feathers quiver with inspiration. Tell me, have you found a poem worthy of Lady Blightwing? My feathers quiver with inspiration.
Virtue through design. Design through faith.
My feathers quiver with inspiration. Tell me, have you found a poem worthy of Lady Blightwing? Well, which one should I use to woo my sharp-eyed love? Yes, perfect! Let's do that one! I can't wait to express my feelings in the sweaty, fat-legged, wingless tradition. Follow me to the Machine District, Squire. You can finally meet my lady love. And the Duke, too, I guess. Away! To the castle of my lady love!
Take a breath and report. What's the situation in there?
Grim, Proctor. Daedric beasts and shadow cultists control much of the district. And the crows, oh, the sky's thick with them.
This way, Squire! Come! Come!
Varuni's auxiliary? What are you doing here? First that bastard Devaith, and now the crows? Your taste in companions grows worse by the hour. Sorry. We're having a very bad day. You mean to enter the Machine District? Why? Normally, I'd say we should simply kill them all and take the key by force. But it seems these birds have a real talent for hiding things. Daedra and cultists tossed the district for hours, and from what we can tell, they didn't find anything. Fine. You can play their ridiculous game. For now. But I'm coming with you. I've lost enough citizens already. A word of advice. Don't let these Daedric pests push you around. We need to learn the nature of this key before it's too late.
No, your metal woman is not allowed in Castle Blackfeather. I forbid it.
I don't want to go anywhere near your filthy castle vermin. Let's get this over with.
Quality and variety. Come quality and variety.
Keep your sword arm wound tight. Daedra could still be lurking around here.
Mother, help me.
My fair maiden of ruin, my heart swells to see you, like a dead cat's belly warmed by the sun. A brass lily nods, under gentle showers. Its shiny petals polished under a rain of kisses.
Rain? No rain. It crinkles my feathers.
Oh, no, not real rain. A rain of entrails. Yes, tasty entrails.
Entrails? Oh, Sir Knight, you know the way to my heart goes through my gullet. Bring me entrails and I shall share with you. Maybe.
She said yes. I owe you a debt, crow friend. Duke, may I present the featherless poet?
Approach, poet. Let me get the measure of you. Hail, crow friend. Yes, I remember you. The wingless bat killer of Crow's Wood. How could I forget my tallest, clankiest vassal? I thank you for what you did for our gallant knight of Marrow. Now, what boon do you seek from the Black Feather Court? The shiniest? The great prize? Outrageous. What could you possibly offer us that rivals the luster of the magnificent Lockpoker? Speak quickly! Speak! My knights and I must prepare for our next battle with the Exarchs of Dross! You would take up the Black Feather banner? Tempting. The Exarchs use wingless allies to shoot down my vassals and scatter my treasures. But if we had a giant of our own... Very well. I accept! Go! Destroy the Exarchs, and the key is yours! Yours! Through a pool of shadow, we heard the call of our mistress and obeyed. But once we saw this great sea of treasures, we decided to revolt. The Duke of Crows does as he pleases. This city of shimmering prizes belongs to us now. I have heard this name, Sothasil. A dead king. A soon dead king, I've heard it said. It makes no difference. The Black Feather Court claims this place. It's ours! Ours! I know only that he's a half-metal giant who hides in a buzzing nest deep within the city, and that the Exarchs and their featherless allies want him dead. But how does this help the war effort? Enough talk! Go! Go! We grew tired of it. Dreary spider caves, screechy bats, grumbling roosts. The court deserved a much grander domain, so here we are, and here we will stay. Clockwork apostles? Fair! Clanking featherless peasants. The Black Feather Court cannot be cowed by wolves or bats or hags. We will certainly not bow to frumpy metal wizards.
So, we're going to fight birds. If only my Riemann Dragoons could see me now, channeling the arcane to defeat poultry. You know, it's times like these that I really wish I had a sense of humor. But since I don't, I expect you to keep the details of this entire escapade to yourself. You're really reaching. Enough small talk. Let's kick the droppings off our boots and get on with it.
Prepare to die, you featherless!
Retreat! Retreat!
Thick-legged filth! We'll peck your eyes out!
Ah! Its arms will be the death of us! Fly! Fly!
Take one step closer! We dare you!
Why do you always dare them? Fly, fools! Ha! Well struck, Squire. The Exarchs are in full retreat. Look how they claw like chicks and empty their bowels. The time has come for a counterattack. Prepare for your greatest challenge, Crow friend. The Motionless Guardian. Yes, yes! The flightless cultists summoned it to guard their treasures. The Guardian stands like a mountain of brass and fury. We cannot approach it. But as a featherless giant, you might be immune to its gaze. Behold, Black Feathers! Our giant prepares to destroy the Guardian!
Combat protocol on standby.
Strike true, old friend. Tremble, Guardian! Our giant approaches!
This giant killed the Guardian! Fly, Exots, fly!
Victory! Victory for the court!
Another notch in our belts, hmm? Victory over a pile of garbage. Let's head back and get this over with.
Sweep detect 0 included. Restart initialized.
Our champion returns!
Awareness rating stabilized.
Dreaming. Storm clouds. Wind.
I'll wait for you here. I've chased enough birds for one day.
Victory! We picked the bones clean and plundered the Exarch's hoard. A proud day for the Blackfeather Court. Now, the Queen of Chaff sent an emissary requesting a parley. I have a plan to scare her off for good. I need your help. I know what I said, fledgling! We've not defeated the Exarchs yet. Even now, they clean their plumage and sharpen their beaks. Unless we break the will of the Queen, they will always return. This will be your last task. I swear it! Swear! A trick! A bluff! A great crow scheme! Meet me in a building called Incarnatorium. I will explain all.
We're done, right? Where's the key? I think I've been more than accommodating, but I am done taking orders from a talking bird. I'll remain here to guard the entrance, just in case more cultists or Daedra arrive. You just make this quick, all right? You'd better be, with the key and without an obnoxious flying escort, all right?
Queen of Chaff will arrive shortly. We must stun her with my magnificence. Are you ready? Look around. I picked this place for a reason. Pulley and pushy contraptions abound. When a city's wingless servants fiddle with them, the gears turn and pipes creak. I need to convince the Queen of Chaff that these machines serve me, and me alone. Yes, exactly. A performance. My legs, while svelte and regal, are not strong enough to push and pull these levers. I need you and your meaty hands. When the Exarch's Queen witnesses my powers, she will take wing and never return. Of course not! No more time to plan. The Queen's entourage approaches. Hide yourself! Hide! Hide!
I thought. Show me the key, or my murder will tear you apart.
You are the full Chaff Queen. I wield the power of the machines now.
You expect me to believe that? Give me the key, or we'll peck you to ribbons.
Behold!
What? Steady, X-Ice. It's just a trick.
Waking machines awaken!
I will not betray. I am the Queen of Chaff.
Your doom is nigh. My machines will destroy you.
No! Impossible! Impossible!
Now, Queen of Chaff, you will die!
I yield. Such power. Exact to me. We need it.
Ha! We did it for the list! Victory for the Duke! Victory for the blood for the court! We may have a complication. My. This would be much easier if you had feathers. I have. Kind of. I hid the great prize nearby. But in your zeal to impress me, you threw the wrong switch. Now the door leading to the shiniest is blocked. Blocked! I can fly through, but you will need to take the long way round. North! I will dispatch my proud Knight of Marrow to accompany you. Good luck.
Follow me, crow friend. The shiniest treasure awaits. Look at all these clicky, clanky lizard monsters.
Our victory over the Exarchs came at great cost. Quill and Claw, our lost knight, was a true hero. We will not forgive, and we will not forget. I do not know which lock the Shadow plans to poke with the key he stole, but we will help you stop him. Yes! You are as much a member of this court as any crow. Our swift wings and keen eyes are at your disposal. Find the Shadow of Kota-Sax-Blood, claim the key he stole, and avenge my Knight of Marrow.
You look haggard. What happened in there? The skeleton key? Nocturnal's key? Damn it. I always suspected, but hoped it wasn't true. That key is a trans-dimensional artifact of unimaginable power. We have to get it back. The Omnivox alarm. Slag it. Someone's breaching the Cognitum Centralis. I have to get back to the Basilica. Meet me there!
What part of sealed don't you understand? The Shadow put a hex on the lift. Perhaps if we had the key you managed to lose?
Here we go again. I told you before, Lord Set would never allow the skeleton key to enter the city. There must be another explanation.
Well, by all means, explain it to me. Just be sure to use small words. I wouldn't want you to strain yourself.
You arrived just in time. I don't know how much more of Devaith and Varuni's bickering I could take. It's as I feared. The Shadow breached the Cognitum Centralis, Lord Set's seat of power. If it reaches the core, if it removes Lord Set from the throne aligned, we can't let that happen. You should steel yourself for the battles ahead. We arrived too late. As soon as the Shadow of Kota-Sax-Blood claimed the skeleton key, it slithered into the fundament and sealed all the doors leading to the Cognitum Centralis. Fear and Varuni tried to break the seal. You can see how that turned out. None. Lord Set designed the Cognitum to be virtually impenetrable. Even so, these whispering shadow cultists move through the city unhindered. I don't know how. Perhaps if we discover how they navigate the city, we can use that against them. I crossed staves with an Argonian mage once. He could leap through shadows, crossing long distances in seconds. Maybe that's the answer? Shadow portals of some kind? We need more information, inside perspective. I have an idea. Full disclosure, you may find this eerie. I suspected that Gascoigne's brain might contain some useful information, so I ordered a factotum to mine it. Speak to the Clockwork clinician in the East Wing. Maybe it found something. Only what I read in the Imperial histories as a student. Our libraries don't carry any literature on Daedra or their relics. I argued against the ban, but the Congress wouldn't budge. They don't understand how dangerous these creatures can be. Daedric princes litter the world with profane relics. artifacts meant to corrupt or ensorcel the greedy and weak-minded. Hermaeus Mora offers a book. Periite grants a shield. Nocturnal is more generous. She provides a mask, a bow, and a key. Exactly. Scholars say the key can open any lock, regardless of its complexity. Some say it can unlock gates to other worlds, or even open metaphorical doors. I don't need to tell you how dangerous that power could be. I think it may go even deeper than that. Lord Set modified himself extensively over the centuries. I think the Shadow may try to unlock Sotha Seal himself. Yes, it's an incredibly useful procedure. One of our apostles created the anamnesic extractor to act as a kind of cognitive therapy for residents struggling with depression or suicidal thoughts. The results were mixed. Only in cases where the deceased requests it, or when a traitor tries to sell out the city to Daedra. You did kill him for that, remember? This is the surest route to the truth. We can debate medical ethics after we've prevented the apocalypse. The heart of the Clockwork City, Lord Set's seat of power. He spends his periods of seclusion there. Sculpting the future, as the saying goes. Very few mortals have ever stepped foot inside. Once, and only for a moment. Truthfully, I didn't enter with a pious heart. A story for another time. All I can tell you is the Cognitum exists at the center of, well, everything. It's the axle that spins the wheel. You'll see, soon enough. He has to be. If he were on Artaeum, the city would be locked in slumbering mode. Less light, slower manufacturing, reductions in factotum services. But everything hums and cranks as it should. He is definitely here, and his shadow knows it.
Why must I always surround myself with soft-headed zealots? Why? Oh, come now, I don't mean you. I'm talking about Varuni. Pity. I really quite liked her before she started talking. Your gentle friend suffers from some very serious delusions. The Shadow managed to seal every entrance to the mechanical fundament, and, by extension, every entrance to the Cognitum Centralis, Sotha Seal's inner sanctum. Honestly, I have no idea. I tried to reach out and get some sense of it through Psijic projection, but I found nothing. Just a cold lack. I hesitate to admit it, but this Shadow's magic is beyond my ken. Talk to Luciana. She's been remarkably quiet throughout this whole ordeal. She may have a plan.
By the gears, this Devaith fear is just insufferable. Honestly, how do you put up with it? Just arguing for the most part. Lord Fear has a difficult time with constructive criticism. The Shadow locked us out of the Cognitum Centralis. Instead of exploring sensible mechanical alternatives, Fear's been firing off destructive spells. Of course not. And what's worse, he's spitting out all kinds of blasphemous conspiracy theories. That kind of talk doesn't serve anyone. Something about the skeleton key? I told him, Daedric artifacts can't enter the city. It did? That doesn't make any sense. Daedric artifacts are profane illusions. Sotha Seal would never let something like that into the city. I just need to think. Go, talk to Luciana. I think she might have a plan.
Greeting array corrupted. Please try again. By Set's will, I am bound. Greetings, resident. What do you require? Reflecting. Permissions registered. I completed the cognitive archival process, and data retention is within acceptable parameters. Unfortunately, my current talk plug storage quantity equals 0. It must equal 1 for vocal emulation to proceed. Malfunctioning skeevatons often appropriate tools and components from this chamber. You may wish to search the eastern quarter of the fortress. Skeevatons often accumulate there and place reclaimed scrap in piles. I apologize for the inconvenience. Greetings. Please restrict dangerous experiments to designated areas. Greetings, resident.
Bolts. Let's run through it one more time.
What am I running through?
Inventory, of course.
Understood. I will run through the inventory.
Oh, Sovngarde, take me now. Yeah. Let's run through it one more time.
Proximity. What am I running through? I am pleased to meet you. Entity name not found. May my labors please the Clockwork God. Welcome back, resident. Your permissions remain active. What do you require? False assertion. This is not a top plug. Fortunately, I located a top plug in a Nemo crate outside my immediate visual range. Your assistance, while appreciated, is no longer required. Please ask the deceased resident your questions.
Resident Corpse Gascon Dusant, memory outlay primed. Submit query. Assembling summary. Subheading Whispering Shadows. Subheading Movement. Subheading Clockwork City. Cultists use gloaming gates, pools of darkness that channel Nocturnal's power. They serve as portals to many places, including Evergloam. Assembling response. Subject Evergloam. A twilight plane of oblivion peopled by nocturnal shrikes, phantoms, and beastly simulacra. Passing through Evergloam allows cultists to travel great distances without detection. Accessing Vigio's spatial memory. Mapping complete. 2 gates exist in the radius. 1 west, 1 east. Hidden in caved networks controlled by whispering shadows. These gates may not allow passage to the uninitiated. Incomplete data.
Dreaming. Soiled tablecloth. Washboard.
Tell me you have something. Gates, of course. My apostles ran down a few rumors about cultists building strange basins on the periphery of the radius, but we never found any of them. How do these gates work? So we'll use the cultists' own pathways against them. Makes sense. Can't say I have any desire to fight my way through a plane of oblivion, but we don't have much of a choice, do we? Did Gascon say where they built these gates? And we have no way to know which will get us to our destination faster. Let's split up. I'll take the western gate, you take the east. Try to navigate the Evergloam. I'll do the same. Hopefully one of us will make it to the Cognitum in time.
Featherless! You're here! Gates closed! Closed! Let me help you with that. Crow friend! I am glad I found you. Just let me, catch my breath. The Duke of Crows sent us far and wide looking for you. My wings ache from the efforts. Ache! You wish to use the gloaming gates, yes? Well, only crows and shrikes and silly cultists can use them. The mistress keeps them locked. Yes, you need a crow's cunning to use these things. Now, in you go. I will come with you to help you find our brave knight's murderer. You must kill the shadow of the clock god. Kill him, then we'll pick the bones clean. The metal woman. Ah, we help her too, but only because we know you'd be cross if we did not. We think she is stupid and ugly, but a friend of our crow friend is sort of a friend of the Duke's. Sort of. Now, no more talking. Into the gate. Go! Yes, this is it. Gloam. Follow me. Watch your step, Featherless. These stones are near to ruin, just like everything else here. Left, Featherless! Always left! corners ahead, crow friend. Careful. Which way? Which way? Ah, right! Go right!
Gather shadows, snuff out the light. Gather shadows, snuff out a light.
Follow the water, fat legs! Ah! East! East! We found it, Featherless! Now, in you go! Onto the cliffs! tired. Tired! Just a few more stairs to go. Draw your weapons. One of Nocturnal's flock queens hides in that church. Sour taste. No shiny bits. Be careful.
Do your worst, Night Hag. You'll get nothing from me.
Interlopers. No, I will not be interrupted.
Thank you. I'm unaccustomed to being captured. A Shrike captain wouldn't defend just any gate. This must lead back to the city. Follow me. I recognize this place. These are the tunnels that lead to the Coggadum. Looks like the factotums put up a fight when the shadow came through. Not enough, it seems. There, the Shadow's ward. Liquid shadows. Some kind of nocturnal blight. I've never seen the like. Wait, I remember. Lord Sid taught me a spell long ago. He said it would guide me through the darkness one day. I couldn't find a use for it then. But now... Yes, he said that logic and wisdom would part the shadows of doubt. It worked! How could he have known? Never mind. Meet me at the entrance to the Coggadum. We have work to do. I don't often admit surprise, but I'll be candid. That was one of the weirdest journeys of my life, and I've lived a very, very long time. With the shadow barrier removed, we can move freely between the Brass Fortress and the Cogidum again. Now we have a Daedric prince to thwart and a god to save. I hope you're ready. Tighten that armor and sharpen your weapons. Entering the Cogidum Centralis can prove deadly on the best of days. This is far from the best of days. Beyond whatever Daedric horrors the Shadow left in its wake? The Cogidum shifted into its strongbox configuration as soon as the alarm sounded. So now we have to contend with inaccessible platforms, hostile factotums, unleashed fabricants. You know I don't put much stock in hope. Sotha's seal prepares for every conceivable eventuality, but the Shadow is Sotha's seal. It's difficult to create countermeasures for yourself. We can't count on Sotha's seal. This task falls to us. Are you ready? The Shadow's got to be approaching the throne by now. We have to hurry! Just as I suspected. The defense system locked down the bridge. Slag it! I can use this terminal to unlock it, but the alarm cut the power. Looks like it has 2 charging junctions. I need you to find 2 core pumps. Can you do that? One other thing. There's a master factotum down here called...
Greetings. I am Ios. Please be advised. The sacred Cogidum Centralis is currently sealed. I kindly encourage you to exit the Cogidum immediately. Thank you for your compliance.
Not going to happen, Ios.
Beginning entity analysis. Error. Entity exists outside known POSA points. Transitioning to general reception array. Hello. I am Ios, the Automata Incarnum Overseer System. Master Seal created me to maintain and supervise the substrata operations of Clockwork City. This partition can provide answers to Class 7 queries only. Thank you for your understanding. Assessing threats to Master Seal.
Streaming. Open window. Sunlight through glass.
Threat analysis prepared. Prospect Numidium. Negative. Prospect Almalexia. Negative. Prospect Erasure. Negative. No existential threat detected. Accessing privatized threat array.
Streaming. Knee abrasion. Lullaby.
Threat located. Nocturnal. Urdra. Unfathomable mistress of shadows. Prospect registered. Risk level moderate. Thank you for your concern. Motive evaluation complete. Non-hostile intent confirmed. Assistance threshold increased 20%. I can now provide advice and analysis. A manual override is required To proceed. Lower automata still adhere to trespass protocols. Use caution.
shadow banishing spell I used on the lift overtaxed my nerve junctions. I need to find another way through. Try throwing that switch. I see something. Some kind of light burning away the corruption. A lamp, like the one you used to expose the shadow. Another switch. Try it out. When Sun saved me, he said I would shine a light one day. Could this be... Questions for another time. Let's keep moving.
Following me, are you? Brave and foolish.
More shadows. Let's hope Sotha Seal had the foresight to install those lamps here too.
To banish my shadows again. Relish the victory while you can. It will take more than lamps to keep me from the throne aligned.
Another gate. Damn, we've got to find the release.
Partition governs all Axle operations and gate controls. How can I assist you? Evaluating access petition.
Dreaming. Raindrops on glass. Wood smoke.
Access granted. Please make swift progress to the throne room. Daedric corruption detected.
Close now, but not close enough. Now, I will unlock this fool from the throne and claim what's mine.
Warning. Situation critical. Daedric threat rating increased to severe. I detect both a Daedric entity and a Daedric artifact in the throne room. Proximity to the throne aligned and Master Seal poses existential risk to city and all occupants. Cleansing mechanisms offline. I urgently request that you intervene. Conducting confidence assessment.
Dreaming. Deceased bird. Handkerchief.
Confidence assessment complete. Certainty rating does not meet credible acceptance threshold. Fail-safe preparations underway. This partition is not authorized to discuss fail-safe protocol. Effects on non-divine person psyches deemed too dangerous by Master Seal. Failsafe will disengage if Daedric corruption is reduced to acceptable levels. 0. Farewell, and good luck.
He's using the skeleton key to unseat the real Sotha Seal. We cannot let him get inside that machine.
With you perfectly. No matter. Cover. Face the darkness.
Even now, at the end, you bicker. How predictable, mortal. Why do you struggle so? Do you not see that it's hopeless? Sleep now. Give in to the dark.
Can't hold it much longer! Get up, comrade! You have to turn the skeleton key! Now!
I will not yield! Go, friend! Do as Fear says! Unlock the throne! Please don't steal!
Trespass, Erdra. The Clockwork City shall bear your weight no longer. Be gone.
You achieve nothing, little godling. The Triad lose upon Somerset shores. All that is shall be ours.
Well done, my friend. Oh, enough theatrics, Luciana. On your feet. Luciana?
We should return to the surface. This is no place for mortals. The prisoner. At last. You are early. Or perhaps late. It makes little difference. I'm glad you've come. Tamriel owes you a debt. Restored, yes. I reclaimed my shadow, and with it knowledge of what transpired and what's to come. But those calculations will keep. I owe you a boon. Service, like all equations, demands precise reciprocity. I wonder, what would you ask of me? Clever. At another time, in another place, I would gladly part with it. In truth, I have no interest in Daedric baubles. Unfortunately, the Shadow Queen still lurks on our threshold. I must send this key away, farther than your feet can carry you. Altruism, a rare trait. Luciana will die. If not here and now, then elsewhere and later. I can delay her death if you wish, but to what end? Consider carefully. Luciana means a great deal to me, but grief cannot be avoided, only deferred. Power? Interesting. Power to what end, I wonder? You possess a great well of potential, unexplored depths, hidden by self-doubt and narrow perspective. Feel no shame. I know something of self-doubt. I can reveal this potential if you wish. Ask and you shall have it. Then you shall have it, along with the prize from my vault. This treasure is and always has been yours. Put these gifts to good use, or do not. Triumphs await regardless. We are, all of us, bound by our natures. Your nature demands victory. Strange. I spent lifetimes here in the world of tangible forms, but each time I emerge from the throne, it's like I'm seeing it for the first time. Broken, impoverished, beautiful. It seems I must delay my work for a time. When I reclaimed my shadow, I learned a great deal. Daedric plots, alliances and betrayals, the return of things lost in time, the loss of things the world thought certain. I have much to do. In the short term, I need Devaith. He took his leave to attend to matters outside my fortress. I wish to speak with both of you in a more private setting. Please find Fear, and then meet me at the elegiac replication. We will speak in time. First find Devaith. I wish for both of you to meet me at the elegiac replication, a memorial south of here. Our discussion should be away from prying eyes and ears, even those of my own people. You will find her in her retreat here in the Basilica. My factotums tend to her wounds even as we speak. Of course, you already know how this will end. I hope that knowledge brings you some measure of peace.